You are watching, listening, or both to Wassup Flobo episode 5. This itty bitty show that could, is rolling, man. It's definitely something that I'm having a lot of fun with. I'm upgrading as I go. I actually got myself a webcam for Christmas. My mom was like, "Look, I don't know what you want in your old age. Here's some money." And I bought myself a webcam. And I don't know if you can see it here. I'm actually using my microphone, my Yeti. I have a classic Yeti. So it's production value, baby. Just a little fun to see how far this goes down the rabbit hole and all that. This is What's Up, Flobo. This is what I just tell you, rap with you, chat with you, talk to you about things that's happening in my life. And I'm kind of feeling myself because this really is a high quality microphone. I was using the onboard eyesight like a chump. Yesterday, the day before Christmas Eve, because it's Christmas Eve today, happy holiday for those who celebrate. Hanukkah's actually early going. Christmas is tomorrow, and Kwanzaa starts the day after. But a friend of mine, Rolando Joseph Herrera, which you haven't seen his work, make sure you check them out at Rolo22.com. That's ROLO22.com. He was going through his archives of projects we all worked on together because when I got out of film school, I was very, very jaded. You know, film school was a blessing in a way. It got me out to California. In the 3 years I was here, I made a lot of connections, a lot of cool people that I liked. But the work was so rigorous and the politics were so apparent that when I was done with film school, I kind of got tired of it. You know, it was one of those things where if someone said, "Hey, let's make a movie," I would say, "Well, what about permits? And what about hiring a production manager? And who was going to be assistant director?" So what was cool about Rolando and his approach to filmmaking was really rebel without a crew, right? Just, hey, here's an idea, just make it happen. And so that was kind of refreshing. So there was a period in the early 2010s where we just got together and made a lot of stuff back to back. We actually collaborated on something this year, which I really can't talk to you about quite yet. But over the years, we had some little bit of projects together. And one of them was called Near Hollywood Tours. It was for a 48-hour film festival. And how those work is that, say on a Friday afternoon, all the filmmaking teams come to a contest hall and they say, "Hey, look, you have 48 hours to make a movie featuring this line of dialogue, featuring this character, featuring this prop, and pick your genre out of a hat." And then it's due Sunday night. And so we had dabbled that a couple times with varying degrees of success. But Near Hollywood Tours was something I was very, very proud of for two reasons. First, it was one of the ones I co-wrote. Wow. Language. I co-wrote along with the team. And so be able to come up with a story out of what we had, because there weren't many means to begin with. It was pretty a cool idea. And it was a novel concept, I thought. And if you're really interested in seeing the short film, it's currently on my page as Near Hollywood Tours. And I actually will put the YouTube link in the description notes. The second reason, a little bit more behind the scenes, was that night, well, before that, I was always a poor artist, right? I was a starving artist in Hollywood, and Rolo was coming up from San Diego, and we we're going to get together with his team to make it happen. So I already had little means to begin with. But the day that we were supposed to go and get our prompts, our tools to do the movie, the Friday, I parked the car outside of Hollywood, went inside to DidMax Studios, and when we came out, my car was gone. It was towed. The car was towed, and I had to traverse cross Hollywood to get it. And if memory serves, they were actually having protests at Chick-fil-A over the quality issue. So imagine me trying to get to my car to get to the impound lot in Hollywood, but I'm like going through an actual protest at Chick-fil-A, and the car was impounded for about 90 minutes, but it costed me like $250 to get it out. So I was already like bummed out to begin with. So now I'm irritated based on the contest rules. Now I'm frustrated my car got towed, and then I had to go back home and be creative to write and to shoot and to edit this project in time. So it was one of those things, or co-write and co-shoot, co-produce, not trying to instruct the team out or anything, but that to me was like the most rigorous but like professional shoot I was on, because despite what happened to me in real life Lobito land, I really had to come back and put the professional filmmaker side to make that happen. So I'm really, really proud of it. It's actually one of the best projects I think we worked on. And it's kind of funny. I mean, you let me know if I should go back into a career of just strictly comedy writing for Near Hollywood Tours. But the lesson today was not to brag about a short film that I that was on a couple of years ago, but the two lessons that drew for that was this. One, it's always beneficial to go back into the archives, whatever your archives may be. Remember, if you're a writer or you're just a sick pitch deck creator, who's got the mad skills with it, always good to go back and see what you've done, what brought you to the dance on one side, and on the other side, how far you've come, right? The idea is to reassess where you are as a creator, where you are as an idea person, where you are as far as your work ethic, that sort of thing. And to me, even though I wasn't looking to look at an episode of Near Hollywood Tours, it was kind of refreshing to actually see it so many years removed. And the second thing is always back your stuff up, because I had my copy of Near Hollywood Tours on Dropbox. And I don't know if you guys are like me, but if you have Dropbox free, I have a bunch of like storage upgrades because I refer a lot of people to Dropbox. And if you want me to refer you, I'll let you know. But the thing is, they will push notifications to you to upgrade if you're getting like within 85% of the store. It's annoying. Apple does it too, but for some reason, Dropbox just annoys me a little bit more. So one of my times it was being like, fine, whatever, Dropbox, delete this folder. I actually had deleted the short film, the one I just told you about, the one I'm proud of, the one that I love. So always back your stuff up. Cloud is the way we're going. I mean, this laptop here, this MacBook doesn't even have a CD drive anymore to burn things on. Do people still burn things? I have no idea. But the idea is always find a way to back things up, and in multiple places, because there is something called digital rot, where if you store something in one place for too long, it may be inaccessible or corrupted, right? I know. Just because it's not on a physical tape doesn't mean it can like decompose. So think about that. Back up your stuff. Put it on a bunch of places. Take time to review your old work to see where it stands, see where you stand as a creator, where you stand as an artist or an athlete or what have you. And it's always nice to have friends who are willing to show you old things to say, hey, remember this? Yo, this is Wassup Flobo. Thank you so much for checking out this episode and other episodes. I just want to say, I don't know what this is, but it's growing, it's flowing. Thank you so much. Subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff. And if you have an idea, please leave a comment or reach out to me over at flobito.com. That's FLOBITO.com.